Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a get ready with me using my new foundation and primer by Estee Lauder. I'm going to start off with my day moisturiser. I'm using the L'Oreal, the Revitalift, the orange one, because there's different coloured ones. So I'm going to start off with this. Now what I like to do is, while that's setting in, I will choose what eyeshadow I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to go for, I'm going to go for Urban Decay Naked 3 today as my eyeshadow palette. I've not used that in a while. I'm also going to put on my little hair protector, because no one likes foundation hair, right? And I always keep like a little, well, you might call it a hair clip or a bobby pin or a hairpin. I always keep one of those in it, just so I can go through the holes and into my hair and just keep it in place, because you know what it's like when you're doing your makeup, sometimes it can come off. So there we are. Moving you down a bit, I think. Better not. Right, excuse the cat, hang on. This is my big boy cat, Simba. Sorry about that. So I'm going to start off with the primer, like I said. So you only need to use like a pea-sized amount of this, but it is quite runny, so you need to sort of be on it or runs all over the place. So as you can see, I put mine everywhere. Okay, so that's my primer on. Okay, so I must say I really do love the packaging on this. I love the gold and the elegant script. It's just so beautiful and feminine. The bottle also being glass, that's quite classy. Am I wrong? No? I think that's quite classy. So yeah, so I like to give it a bit of a shake to make sure it's mixed up and you don't end up getting some thick, horrible orange stuff in the bottom of it because you haven't bothered to shake it. So I don't have a pump, although I have heard that MAC do one that fit it, and also you can get one on Amazon, but I haven't yet. So I'll just pour some on the back of my hand. It's quite runny, so be careful. And I also just like to turn it on my hand, just so you don't get the dribbles down the side of the glass. I don't like the dribbles, so I turn it on my hand. I don't know if you can see. So that's why there's the line underneath. Right, so, oh, I forgot to say to you, I am shade 1N2 Ecru. I'm going to take the Real Techniques RT200, which is the Expert Face Brush. So it's quite dense, and I apply that to my whole face with it. Now, from my experience, this isn't one of the foundations that you can sort of use the dotting method and then blend the dots together. You sort of need to put it how you want it and then move on to the next place. I like to make sure that it's blended down my neck. No one likes that line, girls. Am I right? No one likes that line. I like to do on my eyelids and under my eyes, just so that it's all even. Okay, so here is this half of my face done and this half of my face not. Now, I don't know whether you can see a lot of difference, but I really can. On this side, my complexion looks smoother. My freckles and everything are less visible. I look less pale, just more put together. I'm going to go ahead, do the other side of my face, and then I'll rejoin you. Okay, so that's my whole face done. Now, I think I look a bit sweaty and shiny. Some people call this effect different things, but I don't personally like it because I think it looks like I'm sweating and stressing. So I like to mattify it up a bit, or just to make sure. So I use one of these. It's not a beauty blender or a Real Techniques one, but it does the same thing. So I got this for Christmas, not last year, year before I think, and it's really, really, really good. So I'll just get, so it's wet, I've wrung it out and then made sure it's extra wrung out with a towel, so it only just feels like a little bit damp. And I'm going to go over my entire face just to make sure I've got any excess off, because I don't want any cakiness left on. And one of my pet hates is cakey foundation. So, and I also hate it when you get foundations that transfer. So I just like to just go over it just to make sure, just gently. And also, if you do happen to have a brush that leaves brush marks, this will get rid of those as well. I don't want to completely look matte faced, like, oh, she's must have something wrong with her. I also use the tip of it to wipe my mouth. To get rid of foundation lips. But I wash this every day and I'm the only one that uses it, so that's fine. So that's that bit done. So I would say that's quite good. Quite liking that. Some days I'll leave it like this, and other days I will set it. The one I use is the Rimmel Clear Complexion in Translucent. I don't think I'm going to put that on today. I'm only in the garden doing gardening and stuff, so yeah, I'm not going to put that on today. Right, next up I'm going to do my favourite part, as you know, of my face, which is my eyes. So, as I said, I'm today going to be using the Naked 3 by Urban Decay. So, sorry, there's a kitten behind me. Do any of you like cats? I don't know if I've asked you that before. Do you like pets? What pets do you have? So, let's put this one on. I love this palette, guys. I don't know whether you've seen it before. You probably have. Isn't it stunning? Just pinks and neutrals and beautiful. So I'm going to use I always forget what it's called, Deluxe Crease Brush, which I don't use for my crease. I use for all over my eyes because I'm me and I do things differently. So I'm going to start off with Strange, and it's going to be my highlight just under my brows. There we go. Just a tad more there. I also do it on the inner corner of the eye, just to brighten it up a bit. Sometimes, if I've had a long night or if I'm tired, I'll also put it under my eye just to brighten that up. I'll show you that actually. It's really subtle, but it brightens up the area. See what I mean? Just a little bit of light reflection brightens it up a little bit. Okie dokie. So next I'm going to go in with, oh, let me see. I can't actually read what the other colours, what the next shade is called. Oh, it's called Dust. So, anybody know Dust? Put the reference below if you know who that is. Right, so now I'm going to go just, I call this my brow bone because it's not quite in the crease, but it's not quite where I've just put the highlight. So, just up here. Brilliant. Do any of you girls find it strange when you're trying to do it in the viewfinder? Some days I struggle more than others with looking at the viewfinder and not you. Excellent. Now I'm going to switch to, this is the Real Techniques base shadow brush, but I use this for the crease because I feel like with its tapered shape it's much better for the crease. So I'm going to go in with Burnout in my crease. I do this all the way along my crease. Like that. And then I'll swoop a little bit down just to sort of suggest that my eyes are a different shape, because I'm not going to do eyeliner today. So I just like there to be a little lift here in the corner, just because I feel like it lifts up my eyes a little bit more. That's how I feel. So I'm then going to take Buzz and put it just on the inside, just like a little V. And again, just a little flick at the end, just to suggest a little bit more lift. Excellent. Then I will switch to, let me see, actually I think I'm going to use the one that comes with it. So I'm going to use the narrow end of the Urban Decay brush that comes with it, and I'm going to go with, I'm going to put Trick on first, which is like a golden pink colour, and I'm going to go from the middle, from the inner to the middle rather. On my lid. And then I flip it over, so I'm using the other side of it, and I'm going to go with, let me see, I think I'm going to go with Buzz again, and then I'm going to top it off with something. I wanted a little bit more pink to be coming through. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Liar. I just blend them in a little bit. Excellent. Nice, just a day, a nude day look, which was what I was going for. Next, I'm going to use the Falsies Black Drama by Maybelline. Brilliant. Then I'm going to take, yep, that's the one I want. So this is my Estee Lauder lipstick, and this is called Crystal Creme Pink. That's quite close to my natural colour, but I quite like that. As I've said before, I've not got the greatest hands, so I shake a bit, and lipstick just makes me nervous. I find it really difficult to do my own lips for some reason. Goodness knows why. Okay, so then I'm just going to highlight my brows a little bit, just with a line, just to make it solid. Not a lot, just enough. That was the Charlotte Tilbury one. Yeah. And that's it. I don't put any blush on because I've got naturally sort of rosy cheeks, so I won't put any blush on. So yeah, that's it basically. So that's it. This is basically my look, and this is what my hair looks like when I don't straighten it. Quite fluffy and fuzzy. So this is it basically, guys. This is my look. So it's a easy nude day, easy to do look. Now I just wanted to do a little bit of a review chat at the end with regards to the foundation. So I've been trying it for a week or so just to make sure that I'm really happy with the product and that I know it. It's easy to put on, as you saw. I prefer the effect that you get when you use the brush and then the sponge afterwards. I find when I use sponges, it takes up a lot of the product, and when you're paying the, I think it was £34 or something, or maybe £32, I'll check and I'll put it in the box below. When you're paying that, you want to use the product yourself. You don't want to have it sort of just disappearing and being soaked up by your sponge. So I like to use the brush first, push it into my skin, and then push it in again with the sponge. Now, it's got brilliant staying power. I mean, they quote it on all the adverts, but it really, really does last all day. I can get up in the morning, put it on first thing, wear it all day at work, come home, do a bit of housework, then take my makeup off in the evening, and it is still intact. That is true. That is not a false claim by any means. It's great because it doesn't transfer, which is something I hate. I hate looking at your phone and you're like, it's all gunky and orange and gross. I really hate that. None of that with this foundation. It doesn't settle into my creases. I do have some creasing on my forehead and under my eyes. It doesn't settle into them. I mean, you can see them a little bit, but if I want to get rid of that, the next primer I try, I'm going to try the filler primer and see what that does. And go from there. But it's really good, easy to use, and it's buildable. So as you saw, I put one layer on. If you want to put 2, 3, however many layers to cover different things that you've got, you can do that and it still won't look cakey. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe, and have a great week. Bye.